this computer.
Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, January 10th, and we are here with a extra episode. I had done my WIP parades, maybe 2-3 months ago?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, before Sarah joined us. So we're going to do an extra with Sarah's WIPs for you all. So this is Got Stitches, of course, but I am Nicci, coming to you from Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, actually, and then
I'm Sarah, coming from Northwest Illinois. So yeah.
Where we finally got snow, both of us, for this first time this year.
Yeah, it's all coming out.
Yeah, I didn't get much where I'm at, but where my house is, they got about 8 inches there. I don't know what you ended up with.
I think the Weather Channel said 7, but I don't know that I actually got 7, but we're also supposed to get more tonight. So yeah, we're supposed to
get more. Is it tonight into tomorrow, or is it tomorrow night into Saturday? I don't know, but it's something like another 5.
On my Weather Channel, I saw some coming tonight, which I was surprised about. It said like 1 to 3 inches, and then Friday. I'm a little nervous there's going to be another day off of school.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. JJ off school. JJ off Monday. I had to call him in, and then Tuesday he got his snow day, and he has school. He's at school now, but Friday in our school district, if you're not see-through, if you don't have a C or lower in your grades, Friday is a day that they bring all those kids in and work one-on-one with them. Yeah. So he already had Friday off because of his grades. So
yeah, well, if my kids get Friday off, they also have Monday off because it's Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, he has Monday off too.
Long weekend. I hope they don't. But it all depends on when the snow falls, because that was a 5 a.m. call.
Yeah, JJ was called the day before, so
I think they wanted to make sure, because a few years ago they called it and we got a dusting.
Well, and that's what happened when he woke up yesterday. He's like, "Are you sure it's still canceled?" And I was like, "Yeah," because we didn't get bad until later in the day.
Yeah.
Like 4:35. So
yeah,
they couldn't go to school.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna turn it over to Sarah.
Boy.
And all of her WIPs. I suggest anybody who knows Sarah and us to put in what you think she's gonna have, and then if it's anywhere where you thought it was gonna be.
What's your guess?
Mine?
He has no clue.
On what craft? Because you're doing 4 crafts.
Knitting.
I would say on knitting you probably got 10.
Okay. Crochet.
That's hard. You do a lot, but you do it fast. So I'd say maybe 2 to 4, because blankets and stuff like that. Because your smalls are normally when you do the sharks and the stuffies, they're done.
Yeah. What about cross stitch?
I would say in cross stitch you have I'm gonna say 9.
Okay. All right. And then I have sewing in here too.
I would think in sewing you have 3.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna see. All right.
I'll probably way off on all this.
All right. So I will start with my oldest WIP at the moment. I did make project pages for all the knitting and crochet. Not all of them have pictures because I just made pages for them. But yeah, I started, it's in a purse, so that tells you. I started it before I really got crazy back into the knitting world in January 2020. I have no sense of measurements. So you tell me a measurement, I have no clue. No guess. It could be this big, it could be that. So I went for the bonus size blanket. It is on scrap yarn right now because I needed my cord. At least I hope it's still on scrap yarn.
Oh.
No, it is. I just gotta find. Here we go. Nope, it's on a cord. All right, go me. It the Nature's Dream Afghan. It was a mystery knit along. Um, I think I'm 60% through it, something like that. Wait, oh no, I
How?
it's big. It's big.
It's huge.
It's big. It's very pretty. I will get back to it. I'm not ripping it out because, I mean, look at it.
That's a lot of hours. That's a
A
lot of
lot.
hours.
Um, it was very calming for me at the time. I'm not even going to bother to try to get this back into the bag, right? But yeah, I'm making it with Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn because I was definitely on a budget and it was, at a time. No, that was before the pandemic, technically. Right before. So yeah, I kept saying I was going to choose 4 yarns. Then I was like, I'm doing those 2 colors and it'll end with the darker color. All right. And then, so my first 3 are technically hibernating projects. I have, ooh, that one is in this one. I don't even think I have anything in here on a ball. The Arne and Carlos, I'm going to pull it up.
Okay.
Christmas balls from 2021.
Yeah.
These are the ones that, again, I was trying to be thrifty, and I'll share my screen. And I was using worsted weight. So they're quite big. Nicci's actually, I think, seen one of these.
They're huge.
Yeah. And I tried to make them smaller by putting them on size 4 needles. And yeah, it worked, but that's only because I have ridiculously loose gauge. So I still have it as a project because I am going to finish them and maybe make them like a garland. But I don't have any actual like on the needles at the moment in there. Okay. And then, oh, where is he? I have a gnome that I have ignored.
What?
I know. 20.
That surprises me.
I know. Since 2022. I don't know why. I thought it would be different. I'll get back to it. It's a mega gnome. All I have
Oh, I
is
remember it
a hat.
now.
Now, this is the hat for the mega gnome. I am
Then
doing him because I saw Choose Your Own. This was the Choose Your Gnome Adventure, MCal, and I saw that as an opportunity to make him. She said you could do worsted weight, and I said, oh no, I'm doing bulky. It's going to be big.
how
And
many skeins do you have in it already?
how many what?
Skeins of yarn or is that already?
I mean, this is one. That's
Okay.
the hat, and then this will be the body. Um, we'll find out.
I was
I
gonna say, do you think you're
thrown
gonna
it
take one for the body?
probably.
Because that hat is bigger than your head.
I know. I
I
remember
feel like
showing it
that's
to everybody when I was making it, and they're like, "What the hell?" So yeah. All right. And then
I feel like Loki's gonna not like that gnome.
I feel like my kids are gonna steal that gnome.
I don't think they can lift it.
That's the thing. I remember debating, do I weight it or just stuff it? Because if I just stuff it, he will disappear very fast.
You gonna
So,
put cans of like soup in it to weigh it or what?
I've seen for that size, because she's done big ones, where she'll take like a 2 liter and fill it with rocks
Okay.
because the shape works. She's definitely experimented with it. This one, as I pulled it out, it's not really hibernating. That's all the hibernating projects really. It's just there. I need to just put it in my car and have it as like an emergency project. It is the Speedy Striped Corner to Corner, which, I mean, that's what I put as the pattern, but I don't know that it's a corner to corner blanket. I'm using Karen Big Cakes.
Oh, I
Oh
like those colors.
yeah.
I don't know
I
if I've ever seen.
got on clearance, so I was like, oh, make a blanket out of it. Because We all know I love corner to corner. And it's a good one just to take with you.
That's a really pretty colorway too.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you work on that one.
It's been a while. But yeah, this is one that I need to put a hook in here. Like buy a hook just for this bag, honestly. So I don't take it out of my hook stash and just keep it in my car for like
Yeah.
migraine knitting or crocheting, any of that. All right. And then I've got some of these were just kind of in order of how they were in my project list. It's so silly I'm not done with this one. The Easy V. All I have left, Easy V by Caitlin Hunter. It was
Yes.
a make along with Darn It Anyways. I started it October 2022. It's the Make 4 class, like it's a supported knit along. All I have left are sleeves. It's gonna be great. My goal was to have it for Christmas, but my year went a little bonkers.
I
So,
thought done already.
I finished the body.
Okay, that's why I thought it was done.
I finished the body. I just have the sleeves. Yeah, I'm gonna get there. I want
Oh
it.
yeah.
It's gonna be great. But yeah, my brain just hasn't been in that mode. But I'll get there. I think about it a lot. Okay, and there's that one I'm marking off on my list. All right, and then in this bag, which Nicci should recognize, this is a Nicci bag.
That was
Um,
the last one that I forgot that you had gotten the sweater bag.
yeah, I got this one from around the table, I believe, right?
Yeah, that was your first
Hmm.
purchase, I think, with yeah.
Yeah. I have two blankets. This is my scrappy bag, and this is another one I probably should keep in my car. I have very similarly named the Cozy Memories, not the coziest memories. Everybody told me that they were doing the Cozy Memories when in actuality Vonnie was doing the coziest. So my squares are bigger than everybody else's.
Mine too. I I I went with the cozy. I went with I think I moved my stitch up to 55.
Yeah, I think it's 32 and 32.
Yeah, I think I bought mine up to like 45, 45 or 55. So I understand.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Wow.
I need to maybe start doing Scrappy Sunday so I can get back. So that is the Cozy Memories. I started it December 11th, 2022. I actually made a project page when I started it. And it's just
Yeah.
leftovers of fingering weight. And then I had to look up a start date because I never made a page. Um, Again, everybody knows my love of corner to corner. Um, Stephanie from Florida told me about the Crochet Memories blanket. Similar idea.
Oh, that's right. You started that.
Yes. And I made it
Wow.
wider. And yeah, again, scrappy. Just fingering weight. Mine gets a little tricky because I'm a lefty crocheting. So when I pick it up, I need to remember what direction I need to go in because I'm a little funny when it comes to crochet, just because the directions are flipped for me. So yeah, I know I'm not listing needle sizes or anything, but my needle sizes won't apply to many people. I'm super loose. So yeah, those are my two scrappy projects, which yeah, I should probably bring back.
So when I'm dumping my scraps in my too scrappy, I should send them and put them in a bag for you for when we meet
Yeah,
up to,
yeah. I take all
because
scraps. You should know that by now. Yeah, I take
I
any.
forgot all about that. Like literally, like I think because I hadn't seen you work on them lately, like out of sight, out of mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember that because I'm so sick of using my same scraps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, okay,
Yeah.
sorry, interrupt.
All right. And then here I do have one in progress. These are the Arne and Carlos 2022 Christmas balls. I thought I lost one. stitch. And I'm using the Rowan Norwegian wool. Because Nicci and I and Dawn, and yeah, we did a class with Arne and Carlos, which was amazing. And they're fun. I'm
The-
gonna keep going. I want to do the whole set. I gave some away for Christmas. I love looking at the inside. At the inside. But yeah, I liked the blues, obviously. I also bought red and black because my daughter was dancing at a studio. Their colors were red and black. I never did anything with it. But yeah, those are more Christmas balls that I would like to get working on. And one of my goals is to make ornaments in all the crafts as just bring it to Christmas Day and everybody can pick ornaments they want. Okay. And then another one that does not have, well, I just have a really big bag. I have this one. This is Grimblewood volumes. I'm gonna guess 1 and 2. I don't think I have anything in progress, but I have a bag full of yarn and stuffing. And I have a little notions pouch somewhere with all the different notions I got from my year of gnomes. And yeah, I do have, no, that's a DPN. I pouted for a solid year that I did not get the Jimmy Beans.
You and Ingrid both pouted for an entire year.
What?
You and Ingrid both pouted for an entire year that you didn't get on that one.
Yeah, Ingrid knows though when she buys it, she's not necessarily making it for a while. Me, I don't know. It's been a weird year. My gnome bag. I won this from Elgin Knitworks for buying one of their kits every month in 2022 and making gnomes. I have a gnome cabinet. So yeah, there's that.
One day we'll have to record that just so everybody can see all your gnomes.
Home closet, yeah. Yeah, and then I also, yeah. And then here's another gnome bag that I won from the Year of Gnomes. I think the first quarter with
Yeah, I think so.
one from Sarah Shira. It's a Star Knits bag. And I don't really have much started. I think I got like the bottom. It's the crochet gnomes that I was gonna do last year, and I did pretty good with it until May. I got all the way through May, and it's by I cannot Passionate Crafter, thank goodness. I can't say her name. I would butcher it. But Passionate Crafter did a year of gnomes themed for every month, and they're a lot of fun, and they're big. They're big boys. They're big gnomes. And yeah, I have all through May done, and I need to do June through December. And yeah, they're a lot of fun. Let me scratch off. I'm like marking off what I've said so that I don't. Here's another one you probably don't know I have. I bought all the yarn at Wool & Co. It's the Oh My Goodness top when we were doing all the grannies with Darn It Anyway, and I've got some little insides of the grannies done. I started this, I brought it with me to Wisconsin.
Sheep and wool.
Well, thank you. Wisconsin Sheep and Wool, and then I kind of got off the knitting crochet for a bit. I'll get back to it because it is a beautiful top. I will
Pull up a picture.
Yeah, I will pull it up.
I remember you buying the yarn and seeing the yarn.
Yes. So here is the Oh My Goodness top by Little Golden Nook. It is. It's so pretty. It'll be so fun. I'm gonna love it. Got to get
Yeah.
back to Granny Square mode though.
I feel like your oldest is gonna want one after it's done and she sees it.
Yeah, yeah, probably. All right, let's see what bag I got coming here. Geo gradients. I'm assuming I don't have to say spoilers anymore because I only made it to Clue 2 and my heart just was not in the knitting and crochet at the moment. As I've said before, my dad passed away and yeah, again, I love it. I love the way the project turns out. Um,
So that's the center of the shawl, if you guys don't know, and
yeah,
expand out to the
yeah,
left. And
I just,
it's hard to show at the point she's at right now.
yeah. I'll get back to it because I do love it, and I know I'll finish it. I just
Yeah.
forcing myself to work on it, and that's no fun. I try not to do that unless it's something I've promised someone, usually only my children. Um, I don't force myself to work on things. So let's see. And this one's silly that I haven't finished it. Also in the bag I won from PJ Knits. It's a Queen Sandy bag. I was making this for one of my children. It's a sensory fidget. I'll pull it up. I sewed it together wrong, so it wouldn't work right. So all I have to do is finish unsewing it, and it will be done. So it's like 95% done, but it's so I have to rip frog black yarn.
Which is never fun.
No. So yeah, it's in colors. I think Amelia picked these colors, which now she
Yes,
hates.
it is. Oh no.
Oh yeah, Amelia, her her her
Her
her
colors have changed again.
colors have changed, yeah. And I'm not. Oh, I have a hook in here. Probably a hook I've been looking for too.
Mhm.
Yep, it's a 4. That's that one that I've been trying to find, and I'm like, I
Bye.
read it on Zooms. I can't find the 4. It's in the sensory fidget, which was in my bedroom, so that makes sense. Um, sorry, I'm speeding through these because I don't write a lot of details down. I started it in April. I finished those things in like probably 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take long. It's just, yeah, I got to get it sewn together right because it would not, you're supposed to be able to turn it to where it's like constantly changing, like kaleidoscopy. Wasn't doing it. Let's see, do I have knitting hanging up here? See, this is probably has no projects actually started, but I consider it a WIP because again, car bag. I keep this bag stocked with cotton yarn.
Oh
This
wow.
is a bag Nicci made. Yes? No. Ingrid? I got it at Frivolous and Frugal meetup.
Oh,
This, this might be an Ingrid bag then.
yeah.
I saw Starry Night and I didn't realize for a while. I'm like, it's Hogwarts. It's Harry Potter Starry Night. I'm apparently very drawn to Starry Night.
I have one just like that, so I don't know.
It doesn't have. Do you make this bag?
I have a pattern for that, but I didn't make that one. I'm wondering if I gave you the one I had. I don't
These
know.
were the ones you were putting on the put and take table.
Pig table. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I was like, is it one that I got rid of? Because yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry, I was like, I think that's the one I gave you at the meetup, but it was from Put and Take.
Yeah, it was from Put and Take. I saw Starry Night, got home like a month later, realized, oh, there's Harry Potter on here. Another unfinished gnome. This one's from, this is Christmas. This is the Advent gnome from 2023. It is where is he?
I don't remember the name of that one.
No, no matter what. You guys have seen this. I haven't touched it since then. I got a little thing. I got
She's got all
another
the parts.
thing. I think I know what they are now. I got something here. I've seen it, but and then I've got arms and a nose, and yeah, it'll get done. Yeah, it'll get done. This may be my another year of gnomes where I just get all the ones I want done. So yeah, that one's there. I got so busy with the kids' Christmas stuff that I didn't get a lot of what I wanted to done.
Okay, next year.
Yeah, I know how I am with stuff. If I really didn't want it, I would put it away. It's the same as that mega gnome. So I listed this as a WIP. I did not actually start this one. My in-laws moved in May. My father-in-law and Peter's aunt. This was in a closet, and Molly, Peter's aunt, she used to crochet. I've never seen her crochet, but I mean, I have a ton of blankets from her and Peter's mom. To tell you how old this WIP is, the yarn is from Michael's and was $1.49. It is the Karen Wintuck
Oh, I don't even
project. Yeah.
I think the
And
70s.
Oh yeah. Who knows? It could be older than I am. So this is I guess this is my oldest WIP. Yeah, I have it listed on my project page as just a zigzag. I just pulled up any zigzag blanket. I've never
Yeah,
made one of these. And
really.
yeah, she gave it to me to finish. It's got a good amount done.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah. I have quite a few. She gave me quite a few of the blankets that she made. Or Peter's mom made. It's never Peter's aunt had a few strokes. And so her language is very limited. And sometimes if we're not understanding her, we don't know if we're just not understanding her or if she is speaking Thai, because when she had her first stroke, she like lost English for a little bit because Thai is her first language. All right. And then this one's kind of random, but I think I was trying to pile my WIPs up that I knew I could get done quickly for the finish something for around the table.
Yep.
And all of that got messed up, but that's okay. Oh, there's more Sarasota yarn. I'm like, what is in here? I got socks in here.
Oh my.
They're done. I got socks in here. Okay. Oh, this is the extra yarn from the Sarasota. Okay, this is gonna be a granny square bag, which I have made one before, and I stalled on this one because I just, sometimes you go to sew something together, you sew it together wrong. You take it apart,
Yep.
you sew it again, it's still wrong. So I had to put it down. This is the one I made my older daughter. So this is what it will look like. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she uses this bag all the time.
all the time.
I made my youngest a blanket a few years ago and I just was making squares like Christmas 2021, 2020, something like that.
I
Um,
think like first year, yeah.
might have been 2020. I have a picture. And so I just was making squares. Like I didn't have a plan, I didn't have a pattern. I think I was using just basic granny squares. Here it is. I say scrappy granny. It's not. Oh, it's. I was using Nitty Natty's scrappy granny square pattern.
Thanks.
So that's the pattern by Nitty Natty. I'm
Oh,
using worsted weight. This is Amelia's blanket.
that's
So I was just making squares, just making squares. And so
wow.
I had leftovers, and I decided I needed to make a few extra, but I decided I could make a bag out of it. This is still sewn together wrong, so I have to figure out where I went
What
wrong and then sew it into the correct shape. Well, that's all I have to do on that. But I think I sewed it together wrong 4 times, and I don't know. I didn't lay it out nicely, and that's the key for that, is to lay it out and really keep track.
Gotcha.
Um, Granny Square, Molly's blanket. All right. Oh, and then my last knitting crochet, I did start this December. I didn't get much work in on it. Um, and again, not much has changed since I showed it last week. I did get a little further, but it's my anthology blanket. And again, this is another one. I probably should just put it in my scrappy bag, but
You got a lot of blankets.
yeah, yeah. And then
I
add on
feel
to
like that's
homemade
many.
ones I have from Peter's mom and aunt. Yeah. But how many blankets do you have?
Me?
Uh-huh. Do you have more than me?
Uh, no.
Did you finish who?
I finished JJ's.
Oh, you finished JJ's. That's right.
I have the coziest. I have the cozy memories. I have the DK Ripple Scrappy, and I have the corner to corner.
Okay. All right. Well,
Oh, and I have the Battenberg.
yeah, that's another. I have enough scrappy. I don't need to add any more scrappy projects. All right.
I feel like you took the place of Heather with all the blankets right now. Sorry, Heather, for that bus, but
So that for my knitting projects, I have 11. So you roll me one off. And crochet, I don't remember what you said. But I have 8.
beautiful. Yeah, that was doubled.
Yeah. All right. And then for sewing, I have in my Halloween bag, I have my EPP, my English paper piecing, Hexie flowers. I haven't been working on these. My focus has been elsewhere. That's okay. It's not a real pattern. Uh, it's just something I work on. It's a good migraine project.
Yeah.
Because if I'm having a series of headaches, I can easily work on that and not mess up usually. So I started that in November. I got a decent amount.
It's not that old.
Yeah. And then it's still sitting here. It is no longer with batting because it had the wrong size batting in it anyway. And I ended up cutting that batting into, I took a chunk out for Amelia's pillow. It wasn't going to fit this one anyway. So yeah, this is technically I started this in 2013. No, this one I started in November. Well, no, October. I cut the fabric in 2013. But I sewed it in like one night. I literally could not sleep one night. And I made the big pillow. All I had to do was quilt the big pillow. And then I just started sewing 9 patches together. So yeah, that's the top. This is going to be the back. Viv has already said she's stealing it, which means Amelia's going to want the same in a quilt to match her Christmas pillow, which I could do that. I don't mind
Yeah.
doing like giant 9 patches. It's not a big deal.
That's
So
a blanket, not a pillow, right?
yeah, it's a blanket.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say Viv already stole the one big pillow
Yeah,
before
that's why
any
she wants the matching because it's the same
gotcha. Yeah.
as it's the same fabric as the pillow. The pillow I made the top in 2013 and I
Mhm.
just finished it. All right. So that's it on sewing. 2 projects. So I have so many plans. I have some fun fabric I haven't decided what to do with, but it'll get there. All right. Now we're on cross stitch, which when I was pulling one of these out, I was like, oh boy, I have some kits in here I forgot about from like Michael's and Joann's and Hobby Lobby,
Okay.
even some
Yeah.
embroidery kits that I never started. So this is the oldest cross stitch, which is September. I don't think you guys have really seen this one. It got put aside pretty quickly. It's called The Steps from Loops and Thread. And it's my technically first full coverage.
Oh wow.
That's what it's going to be. It's
Yeah, I've
not
never
like
seen
a very big
it all.
hoop, though. It's not a huge hoop. And that's as far as I got.
Oh
And
wow.
then I got pulled into all you start with the yarn store stuff, and then the big box yarn store stuff, and then you move into the designers online. I will,
That's all over.
yeah, because I have one in there I bought because I knew my mom would like it. No, maybe, yeah. I don't know. I bought a few things because of that. Shoot. I said, "Can you stop?" And he looked at me shocked. Like, did you really just ask me that? All right.
He thinks I'm not playing, Mom.
All right. I got Peter to call him. All right. And then I have back to that. Next I have the Castle Homecoming, which I haven't worked on in a while. It just
I
kind
thought I
of,
brought it with me to work on during this time. Thought I had it with me.
oh no. And I love it. It's going to be great. I'm very, very, very far behind. I can't believe the stitch along is still going on. It's a
No,
long stitch along. Because I
yeah,
just,
it's I think it was like 11 or 12 months.
oh, I signed up for it after it
Yeah,
started. Didn't pay attention to details. This is,
and I'm still on
yes,
clue
this
one.
is 14 or 16 count because I started this in September, so I was a new cross stitcher. Um,
Yeah, I don't think this one ends until August.
oh wow,
Yeah, when they do them, it's normally about a year.
I didn't pay any attention to details. So yeah, I love this one. For some reason, I was just having I don't like fill in. Like when you get to parts where it's like, oh, I'm gonna frame it out and then fill it in. I don't like filling in.
See, and that's what I like. I like big blocks of color.
I know. I feel like I'm weird in that one. Um,
Mm.
I start to fall asleep filling in. Um, yeah, I do. I start to fall asleep. And then I have this one, the villain's mugshots. This I think is 18 count.
Yep.
I still have to order fabric. But yeah,
The one that you're mad at.
yeah, I'm mad at it. I'm mad at myself because it's not its fault. And I rarely say that about projects. Usually I will get mad at the project. I started this in um, November, and it goes for a bit. I think we're on, I don't
And
even,
it goes for 16 weeks.
16 weeks. Yeah. I think we're after week 10, I think.
I want to say we're like on a week 11 or 12.
Yeah. So I've got,
I'm not even on the first week, so I'm way under the bus on that one.
Mhm. I like it. I had to learn how to do 3/4 stitches, which was nice. You know, I learned some skills there, and I can definitely see my progression. Back stitching, back stitching is like blocking in the knitting world. Covers a multitude of sins.
It does.
That is what I've concluded. Backstitching is blocking in the knitting world. You know, in knitting, we're like, oh, you block it out. Oh, you cover it with backstitch. That's what backstitching is. Yeah.
And I feel like you in cross stitch, you either love back stitching or you hate it.
I like it because it definitely it
Makes it pop.
adds so much dimension to the projects. So I see, like sometimes it's like, and I did note. Well, I'll get to that. Yeah, I don't mind backstitching. I like it. I would not like it doing all of this at one time. But
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, how do you feel? Do you like doing it as you go through each one?
for
Or
this,
are you one
yes.
of those who likes to wait till the end and do it all at once?
I know it's better to wait to the end because I've read like you could stretch out the thread and all of that. But I definitely like doing it as I finish each piece. And
I like doing it once I get all the color in that area to do it.
well, I do it after each villain.
Clue?
After each
Yeah.
villain, yeah. So then this one, I mean, I just needed something to start on. And I already had this Ada, and a friend of mine, I want to make it for her. She she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2021, like 2 weeks before her 40th birthday. I'm gonna pull up, oh, I'm already on purchases, what it should look
Yeah.
like. Some of these they don't have real names, and I have a feeling I probably shouldn't have ordered from this person. I don't know if it's like their original design or not. I don't know how that works. Because it just says sarcastic cross stitch pattern. And it's really cheap. So I feel like that's one of the signs. It says, what doesn't kill you gives you unhealthy coping mechanisms and a dark sense of humor. And it's got flowers and skulls. I mean, it's my friend all over. I just got what? I started it one night because I was like, I think I was waiting for a stitch along or something to start the next day, and I just needed something that night. But man, I think I don't like 2/2 and the black because I'll get to it and be like, oh, I forgot how to cross stitch. I forgot how to count these blocks. And like, it's almost like my brain just doesn't process it. It'll be like, do I know how to cross stitch at this moment? I don't think I do. Um, so that's another one. Maybe I'll get it done for her birthday. She's like in the spring, I believe. Um, and then this one, I'm not changing the fabric. I know you and I had talked about this. So this is Cross Stitch Santa by Zana. It's the large. And I put this, I didn't know what I was doing. Again, numbers, measurements mean nothing to me. And I bought this like the first week I was cross stitching. It's like, I could get this done by Christmas. That's not a problem. Clicked on the designer, not the project. Did I? Oh. It's not pulling it up. It's pulling up her page. So I wonder, is it not on here anymore?
Could be.
Huh. Well, anyway, it's a full coverage, and I want it to do a Christmas one for my little one. And again, I thought, here it is. It's coming up as Christmas time. Hopefully, yeah. I don't think anything will be given away by you seeing any part of the PDF on the side. Anyway, it's that.
Oh, I remember.
Bought
Yeah.
it in September, and I was like, yeah, I could get that done by Christmas. And all of you were like, no, ma'am, you cannot. And
I said if you stop doing everything else, probably for you because you're quick.
no. I learned some lessons with this one. I got, oh, let me stop sharing. That helps. I got that much done. So I learned I don't like parking. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I hate the threads hanging. I don't like it. And I don't like working like I was like, oh, let me see how I like doing the 10 by 10 area. I don't like it. And that's why this is only this far done. And yeah, that's why. So, and it's got a lot. I also learned that there is a thing called pre-gridded fabric called Easy Count. I did not know that, and I bought a giant piece. And then I learned about gridding, and I'm like, should I grid this? And they're like, why don't you buy Easy Grid? And I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing. So I sat down for 5 hours and gridded with a pencil my fabric. It took a long time. As you can see, I made some mistakes, and yeah. I thought it was the bulkiness that bothered me, but it's not. That's that one. And then this one, I started that the beginning of December. I kind of think that's wrong. I don't feel like I did. No, I started that way before.
Yeah, you started that way before
I
December.
had to have read my I think I started that in October.
You made that before we met up for lunch.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, okay. I looked at a date on a picture and I must have read that wrong. You guys have seen this. I haven't really worked on it, but this is the Long Dog Sampler Wedding. There is backstitching. When I actually looked at the pattern, yes, there will be backstitching. So I'll have to figure out, because yeah, it does not show up on
Do you use Knit Companion ever?
yes. I pull that up for like the villains because it doesn't like Project Keeper villains.
Right. So that's where I put my long dog for pandemic to get the back stitching.
Okay, then I'll do that when I get there. I don't mind doing that. Sorry. My dog is fine. He just is dramatic lately.
He's just talkative.
And I have already finished Gilmoreisms week 2. I don't know what.
He's so dramatic today.
Can I help you? Can I help you? You just need attention? You want to come here?
He's like, just get all these projects out of my way.
Oh yeah, no, he does not like clutter. So this spoilers. I feel like River from I'm watching Doctor Who right now. So I've got 2 weeks done. And these are not, I mean, obviously if I see them, if I see these trying to podcast here, man.
He's like, I'm trying to be Amelia right now.
For real. Who's ignoring me? Yeah, these are not quotes. I mean, if I see them, I know they're Gilmore Girls.
Right.
They're not what pops to mind.
I think that's what I like about him is because it's not the every
Yeah.
what everybody else thinks of when they think of Gilmore's.
Okay. Yeah, and then I want to order. I got this off of I'm in a Facebook group, Cross Stitch Society, and they offered needle minders.
Nice.
Nice. But I found one that's Oi with the Poodles already. Or Oi with the I want to order that. I want a Gilmore Girls one. And wait, what's that? Gilmoreisms. Oh yeah, I only got one more, which is my obsession. If you've seen my social media, my heaven and earth. This is page 1
Can't
of.
believe you're almost on page 1 already. And it's only the 10th of January.
Some people have already finished all 3 pages.
Yeah, but you're brand new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you have 2 children and a husband and a dog to take care of.
Yeah. I'm obsessed. I like sat in my chair in my room yesterday and just I love it. I like so what I learned is I don't like working on small spaces. I am a cross-country stitcher and I don't mind it being a bit extreme. I will not show you the back of this. And I think if I work on that Christmas one by the page, I'll probably get more done. But doing that 10 by 10, like that 100 stitch area, I don't like it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So I think the Christmas time one is like, it's like 14 or 16 count. It looks giant to me because I've been working on this, which is 25 count.
Right.
Which is another thing when I started stitching on it, I'm like, oh my God, do I know how to cross stitch? I can't figure out what's a square here. But yeah, I love this project.
I feel like you've changed your stitch count, so you know, like what you like to work on.
I do like the 25 count. So I was thinking I would like the Christmas one more in 25 count, which isn't wrong.
Because you like 1/1 on 25.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I feel like go faster. Switch.
Yeah, it would go faster, but I already sat there and gridded out the fabric for 5 hours and I don't like wasting it. So probably I will still keep it and I will frame it in a giant poster thing. And every Christmas it'll come out once I get it. I am already planning more full coverages though. I do like the full coverage. I do like the big projects. I do love seeing the picture come out. But yeah. So then
And I wish I like the big ones. I just
I
I love them done. I love them done, but I don't like doing them.
Oh no, I mean last night I sat down and I'm like, oh, how many stitches have I done today? And I'm like, oh shoot, it's only giving me a small number. It's after midnight. And so I had like 60 some at that point. And then I finish out the color I was working on and I'm like, okay, my brain is tired. I need to go to bed. It was 2 a.m. It felt like half an hour to me. So I do love I know I will do more of those 10. I already plan to start a leap day 2024 to 2028. There's a group for that.
Yeah, after you told me about that, like I thought about it, and that's when I think I will start something.
Full coverage.
Yeah.
Gotta be 100 by 100. I think that's the main guideline. It's got to be a minimum of 100 by 100.
It is.
Yeah. I want to do, and I already bought the pattern. I have it. It's a lot of blues. It is Starry Night. but with the TARDIS in it, because
Okay.
they say in the episode, everyone says Van Gogh. No one says Van Gogh. They say so now I'm wondering, have we all been saying it wrong? So yeah, I want to do that one.
That's JJ's favorite print.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's gotten like 3 or 4 of them for Christmases through the years from people. I feel like if we are saying it wrong,
Starry Night.
Yeah.
I have
feel like he would help
cross
us.
Starry Night that I need to make. Yeah. The mini master.
He just got a brand new watch that my mom got him that's
Mhm.
the Starry Night.
Yeah.
So I feel like he would have said something to me if I was saying Van Gogh wrong.
But I don't know if it's a British thing.
Maybe they say
That's
it's different.
how they actually said it, where which I am blanking. But everyone in that episode said Van Gogh.
That's weird.
I know.
Now I don't know how we would do research on that to figure it out.
And I just rewatched the episode. Even like they were in a museum and the museum curator was like Van Gogh. I'm like, who says Van Gogh? Never heard that said that way. So that gives me 8 cross stitch projects.
I wasn't far off.
No, you weren't. So I have 29 total. Yes.
And for reference, people, that's like just my knitting.
I know, but nobody ever really knew how many projects I had.
No.
Yeah. Like sometimes I'd pull something out and they'd be like, where did that come from? And I know I do need to get some smalls started in cross stitch. Everything I have is big or a stitch along.
I don't know. Do whatever makes you happy. I say, like, if you like the bigger projects, go.
But I have that Christmas time magazine. And I could do ornaments and things like that. So yeah, just something small, because I do know when it comes to crochet and knitting, sometimes it's nice to have the littles mixed in. The stitch alongs, like the Gilmore Girls one, that's like doing a small though.
It is.
I get it done that day, and then I got nothing till the next Monday. But I think it'll be nice to break up my Heaven and Earth. I'm doing the Merry Mushroom Village picnic, the red mushroom. There are 3 mushroom patterns. I have only noticed 2. I haven't even noticed the 3rd one. But yeah, I'm excited to get all. I'd love to have all 3 mushrooms made and framed, and I got a wall. I can hang. So yeah, that's all my projects.
Very good. You have a lot. Not as many as me, but you have a lot.
More than like I think will be expected.
Oh yeah, definitely more than what I expected from you. I'll say that. But I've known you 2020. Like we met during pandemic on Zoom. So yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you for finding us. If this is your first time finding us because of a WIP parade, we thank you and hope that you've found something you like. We will be back next week with a regular episode. So we will see how far Sarah gets between here and there.
Hopefully done.
But yeah, I hope everybody has a safe week in the weather that's hitting all over the United States. I don't know much about out of our country, but in our country, I know like they're getting nailed everywhere. A lot of tornadoes, lots of snowstorms. So stay safe, everybody. And we will see you in a week.
Bye.